What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, and Nick Fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we do, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment. You want to know when the next video going to drop, hit that notification bell. All right, y'all, let's get into this game. Y'all see the rundown. Knicks versus Nuggets, Brunson and Miles McBride. All right, y'all, coming into this game, Denver is fourth in the Western Conference. Knicks is holding steady at third. One game right now behind Boston Celtics. We will be playing them coming up next week. That's a game I'm looking forward, and I actually think the Knicks are going to win that game because the Knicks are going to have a 3-day game rest when they meet Boston for the second time. My thinking in that game is that when we first met them, first game of the season, everybody forget that. Yeah, we got our butt whooped. Excuse me. We got our butt whooped. But it was the first game of the season. We was putting together a brand new squad. I know we had a lot of returning players, but we had three to four new incomers, five actually. Bridges, Towns, Peyton, Shamet, the rookies. We had a whole new team coming in, and Boston whipped our butt. You know what I'm saying? I know some people, especially if you're not a Knicks fan, y'all gonna come out and say that's an excuse. But it was the first game; teams was filling each other out. So I'm very confident when we meet Boston. Boston have shown this vulnerability in his last couple of weeks, matter of fact, of the month. So I'm very confident. I'm not gonna lie, not just because we got 5 in a row. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I know if you hater, y'all out there hating because the Knicks out there dominating. If you're not a Knicks fan, I know you're mad right now, but we loving it right now. I knew this the team we had all along. Y'all heard my last video. If y'all watched it, y'all heard me talk about the minute police for me being me. How Tibbs was being restricted with the minutes for the bench, and since he went back to the bench, started going to the bench, we got back on the winning track. I mean, we had a 9-game winning streak with his game, but it wore the team down, and a lot of people didn't want to say it. And hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's get to the starters of the game. We had Jalen Brunson, Mikael, Josh Hart, OG, Big Cat, what they call him, the Big Bodega. This usually the starters. But there was a little switch up when it came to Denver. They had went to Westbrook, inserting him into that starting lineup. The last time we played them, we blew them out, but Westbrook was a bright light in that game for the Denver Nuggets. He came out like he tried to get them back in the game, but they was down too many points already. But they inserted him, and we'll get to his points in a minute or whatever. But let me see what Westbrook had real quick, because Westbrook was trying to do something early on, but it just didn't make a difference. The Knicks is a better team, and I know, like I said, if you're not a Knicks fan, you might think I'm just saying it because I'm a Knicks fan and it's my channel. But the Knicks are a better team than Denver Nuggets. So we won't see them again this year unless it's in the NBA Finals. But we've proven that. You know what I'm saying? I think we beat them one time last year as well. And decisively, you know what I'm saying? Hit me in the comments, you know what I'm saying? Refresh my memory. But either way, the Knicks are a better team. You know what I'm saying? Westbrook had 14 points. He played 37 minutes. He went 5 for 11 from field, 0 for 2. Westbrook been in the league for 17 years. He's still looking good for a guy that's been playing that long. He had been giving them, a little spark, you know what I'm saying, since they injected him in the starting lineup. Denver was coming into the Garden off a 2-game losing streak. But I'm going to still say that the Knicks are a better team. The reason I bring the 2 games up, I think they lost to the Bulls and Minnesota Timberwolves, and they had a 10-point lead in that Bulls game, and they let it slip away. And you can see that because of certain plays last night, the Nuggets, they just wasn't interested. Let's be real. Like, they wasn't interested in. Josh Hart got a quick point on it off a turnover, an inbound pass. It shows me that Denver's not the team they were when they won the championship. And that's one of the reasons I'm going to say that the Knicks are better than them. And I know, excuse me, I just put up they 4th in their division. They doing their thing in the West, but they're just not better than the New York Knicks. Let's just be real. Let's check out some stats from that game. Then we're gonna get to Bronson. Brunson. The Knicks shot 52% from the field on that game. 14 for 34 from downtown. 35 rebounds. Nuggets actually out rebounders, and yet the Knicks still came away with the victory. Usually, when the team out rebound New York Knicks, I ain't even going to say it because I ain't thinking about it. Knicks is about to match that 9-game winning streak and then some. I'm just gonna let y'all know right now. 33 assists. The Knicks are really moving the ball, and that's what I've been complaining about. The isolation, it seemed to went away. Brunson still coming and do his thing. We're gonna talk about Brunson. I know there's on Brunson. We're just gonna get off this real quick. These stats: 5 turnovers. 5 turnovers compared to their 14 turnovers. The Knicks are taking care of the basketball as well as sharing. Sharing is caring, and as Clyde would say. They got 23 points off of turnovers, 25 points in the fast break. As we know, the Knicks are in the lower column when it comes to the pace, but lately in these games, the Knicks really been getting up and down the court, especially OG Anunoby. We know how Josh Hart moved. We had a couple of fast breaks. Excuse me, I apologize. We had a couple of fast breaks in there, and the Knicks is looking really good. And what I like about what's going on right now, and the ending of the month of January, because this was an up and down month. Let's be real. That Tibbs is adapting. You know what I'm saying? He's adapting, and that could be very go very well for the New York Knicks, being that we about to go down that stretch. The All-Star break is coming up. The Knicks players, the ones that's not going to be involved in the All-Star, they will get a chance to rest them bones. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, all along, we have a great team. I think we have a championship team. It's just that Tibbs is overusing these guys, and now that he's getting confidence in the bench because he brought him in a quarter, just under 5 minutes in that first quarter. The bench played a significant time going into the second quarter. Brunson didn't have that many fouls tonight, so he got rest. And in the third quarter, Brunson exploded. So let's just get to Brunson right quick. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people been talking about the worst trade, you know what I'm saying, to go down in history is Minnesota letting Randle slip away. Cat slip to the New York Knicks for Julius Randle. But you have to think about the worst not signing, and that gotta be Dallas. Let's look at the record with this is the Knicks and Dallas since Brunson has left and joined the New York Knicks. And imagine if the Dallas Mavericks would have faith in Jalen Brunson, paid the man like he would deserve. And then if you think about what he was asking for, the money he was asking for at the time was mere peanuts to what he's getting paid right now. So you know they are in their feelings right now when it comes to Jalen Brunson. I don't think they would even have Kyrie Irving. There would be no need for Kyrie Irving. And then to know that when Luka went down, you had a bona fide superstar. They should have recognized that because the year Luka went down, Brunson carried that team to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Knicks was interested in the first place. And we got that tampering call. Yeah, we did. But it's worth it. Let's be real. It's worth it. Jalen Brunson came out tonight, dropped another 30 burger. Matter of fact, breaking New York Knicks records every other game. Money well spent. Not only well spent, the man took a discount so that this team can be competitive. You know what I'm saying? Somebody always bring up Patrick Ewing. When you think Patrick Ewing would have did that, Patrick Ewing was one of the highest paid players back in the days. He didn't think about giving up no money so the Knicks can win the championship. Let's be real. Players didn't think like that. I don't know too many players. But Brunson is that type of player. And what the New York Knicks got back in return, oh man, for what we gave up for Brunson, which was nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it was the worst not signing in an NBA history. I don't care what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? The Dallas Mavericks messed up their franchise by letting this man walk away. Think how good the Mavericks would be right now if they had Jalen Brunson on that team. Brunson tonight, 30 points, 10 for 16, 3 for 6 from downtown, 7 for 7 from the free throw line, plus rating of him, plus 16, 4 rebounds, 15 assists. Because if y'all been watching me for a while, you know what I'm saying? I know I got some newcomers, but if y'all been watching me, one of my main peas, one of my main rips has been that Brunson haven't been dissing the ball enough for me. He's not up in the leaders on the assists. You know what I'm saying? And he's doing everything I want this man to do. You know what I'm saying? He is God sent. What my man call him Big Body Jason. Brunson, Big Body Brunson. We call him the burner, but I like when we call him Big Body Brunson. And it's hard for guards. You know, some guys be 6'7". You know what I'm saying? They be putting guys 6'8" on them, and Brunson be manhandling them at times. Let's be real, Brunson be manhandling these guys at times. Manhandling. You know what I'm saying? Nate Robinson on there, Walt Frazier, Richie Gorin. Every time you turn around, he's breaking some type of record or some franchise stats. Man, listen, and we got this guy for some years to come. We got this guy for his prime, throughout his prime. And then I keep thinking about that Macula signing, because we talk about the Knicks as an undersized team, but when we get Macula back and make the moves that the Knicks think that people, fans think the Knicks going to make, Mitchell Roberts come back. They're talking about early February, mid-February. I told y'all I don't think he might come back until the ending of February and probably the beginning of March, which would be putting us just be going on into the playoffs. The teams would be in that crunch mode. Where would the Knicks be at in the standing? I think the Knicks will probably have the number 2 and be fighting in the position, fighting for the Cavs' number 1 spot. Because if you're looking around, if you're watching the games right now, them two teams that have been dominant all season long is now showing some vulnerability. Tell me I'm lying. Hit me in the comments. Tell me I'm lying. Teams that don't supposed to beat them are beating them. You know what I'm saying? And people, when we had that 9-game winning streak, you had the haters hating while the Knicks was dominating, talking about the caliber teams they was playing. Now we taking on some of the West, the top teams in the West. We knocked off the Kings. They was 9th. We knocked off the Grizzlies, 3rd. Now we just defeated the number 4th team in the West Coast. Now we about to take the Lakers. What are the Lakers? 5th or 6th? Hit me in the comments. I think they 5th. And AD is not going to be playing. You know what I'm saying? That's another advantage for the New York Knicks, and I don't think it would have made a difference. Well, that's a good matchup. You know what I'm saying? Being that I'm an East Coast guy, I don't really watch too much West Coast basketball unless they're playing against the New York Knicks or it's a Saturday and it's an early game. So I've never really got to see Towns go up against Anthony. That would have been a very interesting matchup, especially the way Towns is playing right now. The only thing that's bothering Towns right now, and I hope it really don't be too much of a concern, is that thumb. He got a chip and a bone, and that can linger. But it seems like he's adjusting. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by adjusting, he's going to the rim more and not relying on that 3-point shot. It is affecting his 3-point shot. But like I said, this team is a championship team more than a contender. I'm going to say it, more than a contender. What do you mean by more than a contender? They're champions. That's all I can say. All right, let's move over to McBIDE, because McBIDE, if you ask me, was part of, I know Anunoby had 23 points tonight. He continued to play. Hart chipped in 15, Towns 14, Bridges 13 points. And Bridges struggled. He went 5 for 16, but he made shots when it mattered. You know what I'm saying? Especially from the 3-point line. So that's why I said McBIDE played a big part in tonight's win. He came out when the Knicks was a little sluggish, starting that third quarter. Got the Knicks right off with their first 5 points, and things just started rolling because Denver came out and went on a quick. We'll check my stats, on a quick 9-0 run to start that third quarter. McBIDE got the Knicks back into play with his brilliant offense that we missed. You know what I'm saying? Since he got hurt, McBIDE, he ain't get the chance for nothing. Deuce, he ain't get that chance for nothing. And he's getting his groove back. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a stellar move, but he's getting his groove back. And the momentum that he carried when it seemed like the team was losing that momentum, and Brunson went to the bench. Again, none of the players starters, that is, played over 40 minutes. Brunson 36, Anunoby 39 minutes, Hart 34, Towns 29 minutes, Bridges 37, Precious Achua 25 minutes, McBride 21 minutes, Payne 11 minutes, Shaman 4 minutes. And I'm comfortable with a 9-man rotation when Mitchell Robinson come back. Will we get a 10-man rotation? Because I don't want Tua going to the bench because he do so much things. He's not a Josh Hart, but he's two levels under Josh Hart, in my opinion. He do a lot of things. And to have him on the floor with Mitchell Robinson, I think it would help the New York Knicks tremendously, especially at defensive wise. Mitchell Robinson blocking, him being a backup for them rebounds when Mitchell Robinson commit himself on defense. Yeah, I want to see them two on the floor. So I'm wondering will Tibbs, go to a 10-man rotation. You know what I'm saying? Shamit seems like he's starting to fill himself out. You know what I'm saying? He's streaky, you know what I'm saying? But his defense will really help this team in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Payne. Then McBride. It looks like McBride is going to be that offensive spark off the bench, especially if he got it going on. Tell me what y'all think. This was another spectacular win by the New York Knicks. 5 in a row. Let's go. And if you're hating because the Knicks dominating, keep hating because we about to move this streak to 6 against the Lakers on Saturday night. It's going to be another victory. Those that know me personally know I'm a LeBron James fan, but that's individual. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to team, those that know me know I'm a New York Knicks fan. Bleed orange and blue. So I'm not going to be voting for no Lakers. And Father Time is definitely catching up with LeBron James. I know lately he been on this little special run for a guy his age, but the Knicks about to dominate the Lakers. And I'm thinking it's going to be one performance where we score 140. Man, listen. What if the Knicks drop 152 points, 153 points on Los Angeles Lakers at the Garden? Oh, man. I'm going to leave it like that. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. And hell, what can I say? Stay healthy, stay safe, God bless, and peace.